Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of Missoula Maverick baseball as we are in Hamilton, Montana on a Friday night game under the lights with the Missoula Mavericks and the Bitterroot Red Sox. We've had the umpires and coaches do the plate talk. We had a little moisture move through, and so they took a few moments to put a little quick dry down around home plate, and our umpires checking the pitcher's mound right now to make sure that there isn't any work that needs to be done there. We've got Red Sox and Mavericks coming up. The Mavericks coming off of their semifinal game against Vauxhall, taking Vauxhall, the only team to take Vauxhall without any runs through 6 innings. Vauxhall putting runs up in the 6th and 7th inning on Monday night. And then the Red Sox getting the win in the Missoula Mavericks A portion of the Memorial Tournament. So we're going to have a good game tonight as we get set for the Missoula Mavericks and the Bitterroot Red Sox. Mavericks will be having a game on Sunday as conference play gets back underway with the Kalispell Lakers. 2 o'clock is the game time, folks, so make a note. 2 o'clock, not our normal 1 o'clock pregame or 1 o'clock first pitch, but it is 2 o'clock for our games on Sunday. And then Wednesday, it'll be a host for the Red Sox right at Lindbergh Craig Field. The Butte Miners, a non-conference game on the 9th, which is Sunday the 9th, and then the Bozeman Bucks and Kalispell Lakers for a double header on the 11th. We'll have the Bozeman Bucks at a 5 o'clock first pitch and the Kalispell Lakers for a 7 o'clock first pitch. And that is a look ahead for Mavericks baseball as we get set to go. We've also got club softball going on, which is going to kick off this weekend as the Missoula Avalanche U18 will be hosting their tournament this weekend. It'll be Saturday and Sunday, and the Frenchtown Fury will be out there, as well as the Bitterroot Blaze U18 level teams. So very excited to see the play as we have club softball coming up. So we're just getting ready to go here in just a few moments as we await the national anthem and our starting lineups as the officials, Darren Badeau and Nick Yankee. Badeau, I was told, not Badeau, Darren Badeau. He said, you can call me whatever you want, but it's supposed to be Badeau. So, and Nick Yankee in first base.
We'd like to take a few minutes. And first of all, we want to wish Hunter Omlid a happy birthday.
We do have a birthday boy, I was informed, for the Red Sox. Hunter Omlid. It's a special day for him, and I'll get into that as we get through with the games, as we get going into the games here.
He's going to be headed off after tonight to go play summer ball and then play for Boise State. So we're very proud of him.
Alrighty, so Hunter Omlid, his last game as a Red Sox is this evening. And just waiting for the official sign for lineups and our national anthem.
So for the lineup for the AA Mavs.
So we'll go ahead and jump into that right now. For the Bitterroot Red Sox, their starting lineup.
7, Dane Frazier.
Leading things off, number 1, Cam Rothy. He's going to be the shortstop. Batting second is number 4, Travis Davis, the second baseman. Batting third is number 8, Tucker Jones. He's in center field. Number 13, Hunter Omelet, is the pitcher in his final game as a Red Sox. Number 18, Nick Draper, is the first baseman. Batting sixth is Dylan Pilkerton. He is the left fielder. The catcher is batting seventh. That's number 21, Mitch Spinata. Batting eighth is number 30, Tristan Lewis, the right fielder, and rounding it out, the third baseman, number 28, Bryden Bowman. For the Missoula Mavericks, leading off is Bridger Johnson. He's in right field tonight. The designated hitter will bat second. That's number 7, Dane Frazier. Number 13, Terad Richardson will bat third, and he is holding down third base. Batting fourth is number 20, Zach Hangus, the first baseman. Sam Busey, number 16, bats fifth. That's your left fielder. Stuart Long, number 2, is the shortstop, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Brendan Hill in center field. Bo King, the catcher for tonight's game, is batting eighth, and Dayton Bay, holding down second base, finishes out the order. Callan Grenfell is the manager for the Red Sox. We'll go ahead and step aside as we have our national anthem.
Red Sox bench. Number 3, Tyson Ross.
They're going to go ahead and announce the bench here. So,
Number 12, Chance Schmidt. Number 14, Scotty Skelton. Number 6, Jaden Durley. And number 22, Wes Swift.
alrighty. So with the bench announced, we'll go ahead and step aside. We'll be back with first pitch right after this.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN as we get set for a non-conference matchup between the Missoula Mavericks and the Bitterroot Red Sox. Red Sox coming off of a tournament victory, tournament champions for the Mavericks portion of the A Memorial Day tournament. And the Mavericks were runner-up as they took down, or as they would take on Vauxhall in the championship game on Monday night. And that was a special game as Vauxhall steamrolled their way through the season, or through the tournament, and then the Mavericks able to hold them with goose eggs up through the first 5 innings. The first time that Vauxhall did that all weekend. So we're ready to go with Hunter Omelet on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And for Hunter Omelet, this is his final game as a Bitterroot Red Sox, as he will graduate tomorrow and then takes off for Canada. He's going to be playing with Boise State, but he's going to be heading to Canada for a summer league up there for Boise State. So we get ready to go here with our first pitch with Bridger Johnson for the Missoula Mavericks coming to the plate. John Omlid cleaning the mud off of his cleats. We did have some rain showers here. They covered up the field, but just a little bit of mud they would take and put some quick dry around the home plate. Here's Omlid's first pitch, foul back for strike one. Our first pitch is at 6:40 p.m. with a game time temp of 64 degrees in Hamilton and a southerly wind at 10 miles an hour. Johnson will swing for strike two, and it's 0-2 very quickly for Bridger Johnson. Here's the pitch, and a foul ball will keep Johnson alive at 0-2. Good crowd here at the stadium. Everybody out to celebrate Omlid's final game, and a roller down the third base line will get us at 0-2 for Johnson. Want to send a shout out to the voice of the Missoula Mavericks, Paul Yarbrough, as he's listening in. Our town is superior. Check swing, and they're going to say ball one. So 1-2 on the count to Johnson. Pitch on the way, and inside to go 2-2 as Johnson stays patient at the plate. Here's the pitch by Omlid, and Johnson will roll this one out. Third baseman will have it on the run. The throw to first is on target. It's going to be off, and that'll get Johnson to second. On the overthrow, it bounced in front of first base, and we've got our runner getting on off the air. So Bridger Johnson reaching, and we'll see how they mark that here. So that takes us to Dane Frazier with one on and no outs here in the top of the first inning. Bridger Johnson stands at second as Dane Frazier steps into the box, and now we'll get the catcher to go out and talk to Omlid. Now the Mavericks and the Red Sox, they go every couple of years against each other, just depending on how things work out. Omlid now with the delivery, and a roller by Frazier out to the second baseman. This throw will be on target, and that's one away with Johnson at third. Brings us up to Terad Richardson for the Mavericks. One out and one on. Terad, the big hitter for the Mavericks so far this year. Omlid now, foot on the rubber, and the pitch. And Trad will have contact. Regardless, it'll be strike one. Trad, a senior out at Frenchtown. Just turned 18 last weekend on Saturday. As Omlid will deliver. Richardson with a high shot into center field. Center fielder is back. He's back, and it's in the glove, and that's two away. Johnson will tag, and the Mavericks will get on the board 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. So with 2 outs on the board, we drop to the first baseman, number 20, Zach Hangus. Here's the pitch. And over the plate by Omelet for strike 1. Hangus has been impressive this year, coming up from the A squad, pitching outside, and we go 1-1 on the count. And this one's going to go up over the top of the pitcher's mound at second. The throw is there, but had to step off the bag. And we've got a Maverick reaching off of the air. Nick Draper having to step off the bag over there at first base for the catch on the throw. And the Mavericks with 2 outs have Hangus at first. Sam Busey now at the plate. And Busey will foul the first pitch off by Omelet for strike 1. Busey settles back in as a throw to first is made, and they're going to have the pickoff on Hangus. Right like that. And that ends the side. The Mavericks will get one. They lead 1-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Vester Wilson Field in Hamilton, Montana. Missoula Mavericks taking on the Bitterroot Red Sox. And the ace for the Mavericks on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, that is Dylan Chalmers. So it'll be Cam Rothy, Tyler Davis, and Tucker Jones on the schedule for the Red Sox. So Cam Rothy, the shortstop, comes to the plate for Dylan Chalmers. And Chalmers, the ace, has just been lights out. He's had a few games this year that have been just on top of it. Here's Chalmers with the delivery, and his first pitch will be outside for ball 1. Chalmers pitching the game against Bozeman on Saturday night. It was a conference game. It would be Dane Frazier that would actually get the win. As we get one ripped down the first base line. Hangus is going to try to get there, and coming in, Dayton Bay dives for it, but it's out of play, and it's strike 1 on the foul ball. So Rothy will make his way back. And we get set to go. Dylan with the delivery. And Chalmers will be up high to go even on the count at 1. Over the plate for strike 2 by Chalmers. The stretch, and this one will hop in front of the dirt. We'll have ball 2. 2-2 on the count, and they've got 3-2 on the board, so I'm behind 1. Here's the payoff, and this one's ripped right over the head of Hangus into right field, and Rothy will get on. He's going to make the corner at second as Johnson makes the throw, and that's a big double for the Red Sox to start off with.
Next for the Sox, number 4, Tyler Davis.
Tyler Davis, number 4, the second baseman, and King's going to go out and visit with Chalmers. Bo King, the catcher for today's game. Davis is going to go check in with Cal Grenwell, who is the manager for the Red Sox. One on, no outs here in the bottom of the first as King steps in front of the plate and signals the field, and Davis settles in. We'll have the Red Sox at Lindbergh Craig Field next Wednesday night. Chalmers now with the stretch and set. And showing bunt, we get a ball pitch to Davis. Runner at second in Rothy. Here's the pitch by Chalmers. Bunt showing, and Chalmers will deliver over the plate for strike one. 1-1 on the count. Dylan Chalmers, a senior at Sentinel. Right-handed pitcher, obviously. And he is listed as a pitcher, one of the few players for the Mavericks that does not have multiple positions. He'll get in there as much as he can, usually at third base, as this one's going to be delivered low. And we've got a runner at third. The throw is there, and it's going to be overthrown. An error as Rothy now stands at third. So a threat at third. Chalmers with the stretch. And a pop foul will get a strike two. So 1-2 on the count here for Davis, with Tucker Jones in the on-deck circle. Chalmers will stretch and set. Runner at third. No outs. And a strikeout for the first out of the game for the Mavericks. That takes us to Tucker Jones with 1 on and 1 out. Jones in center field. Chalmers with the stretch and set. And just outside on the right-handed batter for ball one. Runner at third, away. This one's going to be rolled out, picked up by the shortstop. Long will have the throw to first. Runner will score from third, and there's 2 outs on the board. So with 2 outs, we come to the birthday boy, Hunter Omlad, for the Red Sox. Chalmers gets the pitch from King. And just outside for ball one. And a foul tip into King. We'll go strike one, so 1-1. And King's going to have to walk that one off, as it looked like it grazed right off of the midsection as it came off the bat. King now to settle back in behind the plate. Chalmers with the stretch and set. And a swing, and that will be strike 2. Kind of gave Chalmers a moment to settle there. So here at Vester Wilson Park, we've got 3:10 down the third base line as a swing will be strike 3, and that'll end the side. So 1 run off a 1 hit, and it's tied at 1. Mavericks bat next right on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network in Hamilton, Montana. Vester Wilson Field for the Missoula Mavericks taking on the Bitterroot Red Sox. Top of the second inning, tied at 1. Mavericks will have their 5, 6, 7 batters up. Busey, Long, and Hill. Hunter Omlad is your pitcher on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Johnson scoring a run for the Mavericks in the top of the first. Here's Omlad with the first pitch of the inning, and Busey will slice for strike 1. For Sam Busey, a senior at Sentinel High School, as he'll bounce this one out. Third baseman will look at it as it goes in the glove. The throw to first is on target, and we've got 1 away. 2 pitches, 1 out to start the top of the second. Brings up Stuart Long, the shortstop. 1 out, 1 on. Pitch by Omlad, and he'll put it over the plate for strike 1. Oh and 1. Omlad now with the pitch. And contact will get us to strike 2. 0 and 2 for Long. Hunter Omlad, your pitcher on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Red Sox. Last game as a Red Sox. He'd like to come out, and that's going to strike out Long to start the inning. So 1 away, 2 away now, as we have Brendan Hill come to the plate for the Mavericks. Hill, another young Maverick that will be taking the next step in his life as he is graduating from Sentinel, with a pitch thrown by Omlad as a strike. Hill will let the ball go high, and it's 1 and 1 on the count. Hill 17, 5'10", 175-pound center fielder. As we get ball 2, 2 and 1 on the count. And Hill rockets this one into center field in the gap. Center fielder's there, and that is the side. 1, 2, 3 for the Mavericks. We'll have the Red Sox portion of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to Vester Wilson Park in Hamilton, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we drop to the second inning, bottom of the second inning, tied at 1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Missoula Mavericks and the Bitterroot Red Sox. For the Red Sox, it's 5-6-7 up. Dylan Chalmers, your pitcher on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Mavericks. So it's Nick Draper to start things off. Chalmers with the delivery, and this will be banged out, rolled short into right field, and for the second inning in a row, the Red Sox will start with 1 on. Brings up Dylan Pilkerton. So Pilkerton to settle in. And Chalmers goes outside for ball 1. Mitch Spinata in the on-deck circle. And a foul ball down the first base line will get us strike 1. So even on the count at 1 for the left fielder. And our plate umpire, Darren Badu, signaling to the dugout he wants the first baseline dugout as we get a throw to first for the pickoff. And Hangus, the tallest Maverick, I believe. Tread Richardson right up there with him, but having him at first stretched out there really helps out. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be a short bouncer picked up by Chalmers. He'll have the throw to first, and that's 1 away as the runner advances to second. Brings us to the catcher, number 21, Mitch Spinetta. Here's the pitch by Chalmers. It's upstairs for ball 1. These Red Sox would go against the Glacier Twins in the A state tournaments last year, and the Twins taking the title. That would be a fun game between two very talented teams. The A state champion coming out of the West as we get ball 2. So 2-0 to Spinetta. And it was the two teams from the West that really dominated things, Glacier and the Red Sox, as we get one over the plate now for strike 1. 2-1 on the count to Spinetta. Laurel played very well out of the East, and then Belgrade was another team that showed well for the A's. Chalmers with the pitch, and this one's high and foul down the first base line, and we're even on the count at 2. Bottom of the second in a 1-1 game on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Chalmers gets the pitch from King. Now the stretch and set. And this one will bounce right out to Chalmers. He'll pick up the throw to third on the fielder's choice, and he can't get the ball to Richardson. That will allow the runner to score from third. And the Red Sox will make it 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard off the error to third. Brings up Tristan Lewis, the right fielder, and looks like Connor Daniels is warming up in the Maverick bullpen right now. As Chalmers will put it over the plate for strike one to the left-handed batter. No, it's Parker Stevens in the bullpen for the Mavericks warming up. Might be saving Chalmers, let him get a couple of innings in here before we start conference play. Showing bunt, and we'll be even at 1 on the count. Chalmers, as I mentioned, a senior, 18 at Sentinel High School. And coming into the Mavs, he's got 2 years experience with the Mavericks coming into this season, plus the Laramie Rangers before that. Bunt showing, and Chalmers will go outside to make it 2-1 on the count. So Parker Stevens warming up. Chalmers' favorite team is the Dodgers. Hobbies include magic tricks and hiking. As he'll stare down the runner at second. Here's the 2-1 by Chalmers. And this one's going to be a bunt with contact to make it 2-2 on the count. So the Mavericks will have conference play on Sunday against the Kalispell Lakers at Lindbergh Craig Field. First pitch for the first game is at 2. And then the second game will be 20 minutes after the 7 innings are done. Here's a swing, and Chalmers will strike out the batter for out number 2. Drops us to the bottom of the batting order for the Red Sox to Bryden Bowman with 2 outs and a runner at second. 1 run earned here in the bottom of the second for the Red Sox. Chalmers gets the pitch from King. And a bouncer. Hangus will have this one. Hangus with the run, and it'll be Hango to end the side. 1 run earned, 1 left behind, and it's 2-1 Red Sox. Mavericks bat top of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the third inning at Vester Wilson Field in Hamilton, Montana. The Bitterroot Red Sox lead the Missoula Mavericks 2-1 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And for the Mavericks, it's the bottom of the order, Bo King, Dayton Bay. So the 8-9 batters on schedule here in the top of the third. Work to be done for the Mavericks as they're down 2-1 non-conference game. Parker Stevens was warming up in the Maverick bullpen, but He's done now, so we'll see if there's any type of change. Hunter Omelet on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and the first pitch of the inning will be hit by King right into the third baseman. Picked up, thrown, and King will get there just in time. Bo King will reach. And we'll mark that as a hit for the Mavericks. Dayton Bay now at the plate with 1 on and no outs. Omelet with the stretch and set. Bunt showing by Bay. Pitch in will be ball 1 to Dayton Bay. Dayton Bay, very lethal young man once he gets on. He was the attention of pitchers this weekend at the tournament. Was to get a throw to first, and we've had Hangus thrown out on the pickoff play in the first inning. Omelet now with the delivery. And Bay will lay the bunt down. Picked up by the pitcher. Omelet will have the throw, but have to get off the bag. The tag will be the out, moving King to second.
Leadoff batter number 10, Bridger Johnson.
So we swing to the top of the order for the Mavericks with 1 on and 1 out, as Bridger Johnson comes to the plate. Omelet checking King, now the pitch, and this one will be rolled out, picked up by the shortstop. The throw to first is high, and Johnson will reach. Nope, they're going to say he is on. Okay, so Bridger Johnson on. Runners on the corners for the Mavericks with no outs, as the designated hitter, Dane Frazier, comes to the plate. And Omelet taking a moment. We did have some rain before the game, and took a moment for the boys to get the tarp on the field, so both the pitcher's mound and home plate just a slight bit muddy. They did put some quick dry down before the game after they took the tarp off, as we throw back to first, and Johnson will dive back in. Omelet now with the stretch and set. And a high pitch will come in for ball 1. For Dane Frazier, hit a ground ball to the second baseman for the first out of the game. Omelet with the stretch and set, and Frazier will slice for strike 1, going even on the count at 1. Dane Frazier, a senior at Sentinel High School, 6'2", 190 pounds, right-hander, utility player. The last few years he has held down first base as well as, and Hathaway wants to take a moment with Frazier, so Frazier and Hathaway will have a quick moment. And he's actually going to come down, and Hathaway's going to talk to Badu right here. I haven't seen anything that's really stood out. Why Hathaway would come down and question Badu. But it's a quick conference, and Frazier will get back in. Hathaway will send the sign as he backs into the third base coach's box. 29th season Hathaway with the Mavericks. I don't know a great amount of Legion baseball history in the state of Montana, but I think at the AA level, him and Okawa, manager for the Elks, as this one's going to get off the toe, and King a little late, but that will advance Johnson to second, and we'll have ball 2, 2-1 on the count. Dane Frazier. As Frazier settles in. And the pitch. Swung on. Frazier, foul ball, will get us even at 2 on the count. But as I was saying about Frazier, he is a utility player. Held down first base for the last couple of years and then works his way into the lineup on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. But this year he's been a little bit more free as we get ball 1 into Spinata's chest. As Frazier for the first few games would go behind the plate at the catcher position, and then he's hung out in right field a little bit. Here's Omlad with the pitch, and Frazier will hit this one right up the middle. That's going to go ahead and bring King home, and they'll put the brakes on for Johnson. So the Mavericks with a Frazier shot up the middle will get on up to tie the game 2-2 on the 5 Valley Auto or Fast Trip Conoco pitcher's mound.
13, Trad Richardson.
Bringing King home. So Trad Richardson now for the Mavericks with 1 out and runners on the corners. Hunter Omlad pitching. He'll check the runner at first in Frazier, and the throw back over to first, and the ball's going to get loose. Johnson down the third base line as Frazier goes to second, and the Mavericks will capitalize on the error. To make it 3-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Richardson still waiting for his first pitch of the inning. Frazier now at second. And Richardson patiently lets it go by for ball 1. Omlad with the delivery, and Richardson will have contact, foul for strike 1. Even count at 1. Trad, as I was mentioning, a senior out at Frenchtown, 6'3", 210 pounds. He's another utility player as he holds down third base and works his way into the rotation occasionally, not a whole lot, on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, as he'll rocket this one over the first base dugout for strike 2. But he's played some time in the outfield this season as well, mixing it up. Good group of younger players allows these seniors to kind of flex, and this one's going to be off the shoulder of Richardson to put runners at first and second with 1 out. Brings up Zach Hangus, the first baseman for the Mavericks. Hangus at the plate. Richardson at first and Frazier at second. 1 out. Here's the pitch by Omlad. And Hangus will bounce this one out to the second baseman. He'll pick it up. The throw to second is overthrown. It's going to roll to the third baseman. Frazier will round the corner, and the Mavericks capitalize on the error once again to make it 4-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and that's going to bring Grenfell out and speak with his infield. As we move into the summer months, folks, people getting outside to do their workouts, don't forget about Fuel Fitness, as they've got the largest facility in western Montana, in Missoula. But it's the only gym from Montana for Montana, with 6 locations throughout the state. You can get your fuel on when you're on the go. Check out Fuel online at www.clubfitness.com for a location near you and get started today. Fuel Fitness is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana. So with 1 out on the board and runners at first and second for the Mavericks, We come to Sam Busey. Omelette will deliver, and Busey will slice for strike one. Hunter Omelette. Final game as a Red Sox. We'll be playing for Boise State. Graduation tomorrow, and then he heads out for Canada to play in the Summer League up there, as Busey will slice for strike two. 0-2 on the count. Omelette now with the stretch and set. And Busey will foul it off back at us. Keeps the count at 0-3 or 0-2. Hangus at first. Richardson at second, one out. Busey's first at bat was a ground ball to the third baseman. Here's the pitch by Omelette, and Busey will be struck out as runners are going to throw it down to first, and Hangus is going to be stuck as Trad Richardson makes it to third, and Hangus will be tagged for the out. That's two away after three are earned. Richardson's left behind, and it's 4-2 Mavericks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Bottom of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 55 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the third inning. Mavericks lead 4-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And a new face on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Mavericks in Parker Stevens. So for Dylan Chalmers, it was 2 innings, 3 strikeouts, no walks, no hit by pitches, 1 run off of 2 hits, and a total of 31 pitches thrown. So Parker Stevens will start things off with the top of the order, Cam Rothy for the Sox. Here's the pitch, and a foul ball right back at us for strike 1. So Parker, another senior for the Mavericks from Sentinel. Right-hander, as you see him pitch low for ball 1 to go even on the count at 1. .6'3", 180 pounds. As he'll have another one dropped in for ball, so 2-1 on the count. Pitcher, right fielder for the Mavericks. As we get a pitch dropped in, and Ruthie patient, 3-1, as we get comments from the Maverick portion of the crowd. And now Stevens will get into the count at 3-2. Full count. Richardson now with the stretch and set. And a swing, and Richardson will strike out his first batter that he sees. Brings us to Tyler Davis, the second baseman. Grenfell just nods at Davis. And Davis will settle in. Parker with the stretch and set. And he'll slide it over the plate for strike one against Davis. Davis struck out his first at bat. Be the first out of the first inning as he bats in the number 2 spot. Here's the pitch, and a foul ball will roll to the Mavericks dugout. And we go to 0-2 on the count. Parker with the stretch and set. And a high pitch will make it ball 1, 1-2 on the count now for Davis. It's Tucker Jones in the on-deck circle as Stevens will deliver. Here's a reach, and they'll say foul ball. Keeps Davis alive. But Parker, he's got a younger brother that plays, I believe, for the A squad. I could be wrong, probably wrong on that one, as this will go to a even count at 2 to Davis. But as I mentioned, he does play football. Little wide receiver and corner action for the Sentinel Spartans as we get a full count now. King keeping the ball in front of him, and we go 3-2 on the count. But his hobby, he is an Orioles fan. His hobbies include fishing. And we get our first walk of the game. Brings up
next, number 8, Tucker Jones.
Tucker Jones, the center fielder for Bitterroot, with 1 out and 1 on. Bottom of the 3rd inning. 9 innings will play tonight as the lights have been turned on. Game under the lights on a Friday night. Throw to first, and it's going to get out of Hangus's hands and roll into the dugout. And the Red Sox will have a runner at second now. Hangus not able to get a glove on the throw. And that'll bring King out to converse with Stevens. Mavericks back home on Sunday for a doubleheader, conference doubleheader, with the Kalispell Lakers. The Lakers, a hot team right now. I believe they're 15-7 or 15-5. So Lakers playing some really good baseball at the start of the season. Here's Stevens now with the stretch and set, runner at second and 1 out. And a low pitch will bring in ball 1, 1-0 to Jones. Jones, a ground ball to short, his first at bat. Stevens now with the pitch. And a swing for strike 1 for Jones. It's Hunter Omelet in the on-deck circle for the Red Sox. 1 out, 1 on. Stevens nods, spies the runner at second, and now he'll deal. A swing, and that will be strike 2. And Parker, you know, speaking with parents and players over the winter when the Mavericks had their winter warehouse going on, Parker's the one that had the hot arm. As this one will be rolled out. Richardson not able to get to it. Long is there. The throw to first is blocked by Hangus, and the runner will reach the Red Sox with runners on the corners and 1 out. Takes us to the birthday boy, Hunter Omelet.
13, Hunter Omelet.
King to signal the field with runners on the corners. Omelet, the pitcher for tonight. Here's the pitch by Stevens. And a foul ball. We'll start off Omelet for strike one. Hunter Omelet struck out his first at bat, the final out of the first inning. Dylan Chalmers taking him down. Stevens now with the stretch and set. And it's high for ball one. Even on the board on the count. Nick Draper in the on-deck circle for the Red Sox. One out on the board. Stevens looking to stick the runners at first and third. Here's the 1-1. And Badu says strike two. Darren Badu, our plate umpire for tonight's game. And we've got some young men hopping over the fence in center field. We got a little league game going on out there as this one's reached for, and it's a line drive into the glove. The throw to third. Richardson will block it in front of him, and that's two away now. Takes us to Nick Draper now with two outs for the Red Sox. 4-2 Mavericks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's Stevens now with the pitch. And he'll slice the plate for strike one. For Draper, he's singled. His first at bat in the second, and now King will step in front of the plate to signal the field with runners on the corners. Two outs. Here's the pitch by Stevens. Runner's going to go. King will not make the throw, and we'll have ball one with a stolen base. Runners at second and third now with two outs for the Red Sox. Jones at second. Davis at third. And Stevens will throw, and there is the pickoff to end the side. That'll leave Jones at second. One left behind, no runs earned. Top of the fourth right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the fourth inning. And we've got a 4-2 game on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. The Red Sox and the Mavericks. For the Mavericks in the fourth inning, it's Stuart Long to lead things off. So 6, 7, 8 batters on the schedule. Hunter Omelet is up throwing in the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And no action in the bullpen for either side. Hunter Omelet, his final game as a Red Sox. Here's the first pitch of the inning. And Long will square up on it for strike one. Stuart Long, a strikeout in the second inning for the second out of the inning. This one will be foul back for strike 2, so 0-2 to Long. Long, 19, 5'8". Oh, I got the wrong age down for him, 16. 1-2 on the count now. 2 Long. Sophomore over at Hellgate High School, so one of the Hellgate reps. As Long will have this one up over the head of the shortstop into the gap, and it's going to get past the center fielder, but Long will hold up at first. And the Mavericks will lead off with a single by Long. Brings up Brendan Hill. Hill to settle in. Hill, foot in the box. Omelet, foot on the rubber. 1 on, no outs. Top of 4. Here's the pitch by Omelet. Bunt laid down by Hill. It's going to roll up. Third baseman has it. The throw to first is just ahead of Hill. That will advance Long to second, and the sac bunt does its job. As the team comes out to congratulate Hill on the sac bunt. That's what I love about the sport of Legion baseball, the level. Always working and very positive. Sac bunts get high fives just like a run does. Here's Omelet with the pitch to Bo King, and King lets it ride by for ball 1. Bridger Johnson, or Stuart Long at second now with 1 out. Omelet with the 1-0. And we get ball 2 for Omelet. Dayton Bay in the on-deck circle, bottom of the order for the Mavericks. Here's Omelet with the deal. And this one's a ripper into center field. Center fielder comes up, puts it in the glove, and Long will hold on at second, and that's 2 away in the top of the 4th. Brings up Dayton Bay, bottom of the order. Stuart Long at second and 2 outs. Omelet with the stretch and set. And an outside pitch will be ball 1. For the Red Sox in the bottom of the 4th, it's the 5, 6, 7 batters. And the pitch by Omelet. Check swing, and they're going to say strike 1, so 1-1 on the count. Omelet with the stretch. And Bay will swing for strike 2. Dayton Bay with a sac bunt, his first at bat in the 3rd inning. Moving Bo King to second. Here's Omelet now with the pitch. And Bay will let it go to make it an even count at 2. So the Mavericks at home on Sunday, doubleheader. It's a 2 o'clock first pitch, folks. Not the normal 1 o'clock. As Bay will be struck out to end the side. So 1 left behind for the Mavericks. We stay at 4-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you gonna try out that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
Not a chance. They don't have group exercise classes with awesome instructors like we get at Fuel. And the owners are in New York City. What?
New York City!
Mm-hmm. The New York way is not the Montana way, so no way.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the fourth inning at Vester Wilson Field in Hamilton, Montana. It's the Missoula Mavericks and the Bitterroot Red Sox. And Nick Draper will lead things off. 5, 6, 7 batters scheduled on the inning for the Red Sox. Mavericks lead 4-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And Parker Stevens on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound, ready for his second inning of duty. Here's the pitch by Stevens, and this one will be rolled to Richardson. He'll dribble, but throws to first. Hangus sticks the bag, and that's one away. So one pitch, one out to start the fourth inning for the Red Sox as we come to Dylan Pilkerton, the left fielder. And Connor Daniels warming up in the Maverick bullpen as we speak. Here's Stevens with the pitch. And he'll find the plate for strike one. Here at Vester Wilson Field, it's 310 down the third base line, 335 to the center field wall, and 340 down the first base line. So, and we've got Andrew Clausen now in catching for the Mavericks as we get ball one. King warming up as Clausen will gather this one up for ball two, keep it in front of him. I imagine that Clausen will go into the same spot that King's batting in, the number 8 spot. As we get a foul ball to even the count out at 2. 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the fourth inning. And Clausen, the only change on the field that I can see, as this one's rocketed into center field and coming up, and Hill with the dive. He can't put it in the glove. The runner will round first and head to second as Bay, the second baseman, picks it up. And the Red Sox will have a runner on. Mitch Spinetta, 1 out, 1 on. Here's Stevens now with the stretch. And a pitch inside for ball one to Spinetta. And a ripper into right field. That'll bring Johnson up, and Johnson will keep it in the glove. The runner will tag at second and make it into third just ahead of the ball to put 2 outs on the board. Takes us to the lefty, Tristan Lewis, with 2 outs and a runner at third now for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch by Stevens, and a high pitch will be ball one, or yeah, that's right, ball one. Didn't reset my counter after the fly ball. Here's the pitch by Stevens, and it's low for ball two. Connor Daniels in the bullpen for the Mavericks down the third base line. Here's the pitch by Stevens. And this one's high and into right field. Johnson is there, puts it in the glove, and that's the side. So one left behind by the Red Sox, and it stays at 4-2. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the fifth inning. The Mavericks lead 4-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And for the Mavericks to start the inning off, it's the top of the order. Bridger Johnson, Dane Frazier, and Trad Richardson. Hunter Omlett, the birthday boy, pitching on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Red Sox. And Omlett, this is his last game as a Red Sox. So kind of an emotional evening for the Red Sox fans, as he has been the hero for them for the last few years. Bridger Johnson will receive a pitch inside for ball one. Omlett is going to be heading off to play for Boise State. His first stop, though, will be north of us into Canada for a summer league as Johnson rips one foul to even the count out at 1. Omlett, more than just a baseball player, he's a standout for the Hamilton Bronc football program, as a high pitch will come in for ball 2 to Johnson. And played on the basketball team as well here in Hamilton. Here's the pitch by Omlett, and that will be strike 2. 2-2 on the count to Hunter Omlett. These young men need to be celebrated as much as they can, and Omlett is one of those ones, as this one is just across the elbow to get us a full count at 3-2. The payoff pitch. And we'll have a walk to start the inning, and that'll be the first walk of the game for Omlett. Takes us to Dane Frazier, the designated hitter in today's matchup. Frazier, I just cannot say enough good things about this young man. Been so impressed with him over the years, a senior over at Sentinel, as we mentioned earlier. He's 1-2. An RBI with a single his last at bat, and this one's going to be bounced out. The second baseman will have it. The throw to second, the tag. Throw to first is just ahead, and the double play is turned. So just like that, there's 2 outs on the board for the Mavericks.
13, Trad Richardson.
Takes us to Rad Richardson for the Mavericks. With 2 outs, and Omlett, after the double play, will start off with a strike. Richardson hit by a pitch his last at bat as we get ball 1 to even the count out. And a sac fly RBI, his first at bat, to bring Bridger Johnson in for the first run of the game for either side. Here's the pitch by Omlett, and Richardson's going to roll this one out. Third base can't get to it. Shortstop on the fringe, a high throw, and it's there just ahead of Richardson. What a throw by the shortstop, Rothy, and that's 3 away for the Mavericks. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Vester Wilson Field in Hamilton, Montana. The Missoula Mavericks, Bitterroot Red Sox. Mavericks leading the Red Sox 4-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. With a fresh face on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Mavericks in Connor Daniels. So Parker Stevens, 2 innings, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 1 run off of 2 hits, and a total of 39 pitches tossed towards the plate. So Connor Daniels coming in, and he'll pitch. Hathaway going with his 2-inning rotation for his pitchers tonight in this 9-inning game. For the Red Sox, it's the bottom of the order. Bryden Bowman to lead things off. So 9-1-2 on the schedule. So Connor Daniels, the lone lefty for the Mavericks in the pitching rotation. Here's the first pitch by Daniels, and it'll come in just a little bit low for ball 1. So Daniels, another senior for this Maverick squad, coming out as Sentinel. As this pitch will come over the plate to even us out at 1. 6'2", 170-pound pitcher for the Mavericks. Also hangs out in right field, as he'll go outside for ball 2. 2-1 on the count. 2 years with the Mavs A, and this will be his 2nd year with the Double-A squad, as a pitch is delivered outside for ball 3. 3-1 on the count. Our plate umpire is Darren Badu, and Nick Yonke is our field umpire, as Daniels will walk the first batter he faces. Swings us to the top of the order for the Red Sox. Cam Rothy with 1 on and nobody out. He'll settle in. Rothy with a double and a run his first at bat, and then struck out his last. And an inside pitch will be ball 1 to Rothy. So Rothy batting in the 1st and 3rd innings. Here's Daniels with the delivery, and it'll come inside for ball 2. Mavericks lead 4-2 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the stretch and set by Daniels. And a swing will be fouled on the first base line. Hango's going to try to get there. Johnson comes in, and it's going to be out of reach for strike 1. So 2-1 on the count. Daniels, the other sports he plays, ping pong and Wii Sports. And some of you might chuckle at Wii Sports, but I'll tell you what, that is a workout, especially the tennis. This one's going to bounce out, picked up by Long. The throw to second, and the throw down the line to first is not in time, and the fielder's choice will get the runner on with 1 out now. Brings us to the number 2 spot batter, Tyler Davis, the second baseman. 1 out and 1 on at first. Had a little rain before the game, and the smoke has moved its way in from Canada as we have a throw to first, and they're going to call a balk. And Rothy will be advanced to second. So Connor was going to make the throw to first, and now Hathaway makes his stroll out of the dugout to discuss with Yankee on the balk call. And I've seen Hathaway change one of these calls into his own favor once already this year. And I know what he's pleading. He's going to make his throw to first, and Yankee says, yeah, but he had a motion. Hathaway out there with some demonstrations and not getting the call he wants, getting the call turned, and Hathaway will stroll back to the dugout. 1 out, 1 on. Tyler Davis waiting for his first pitch against Connor Daniels. Drew Stensrud is in the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, or he is in the bullpen, I should say. And time is called by the batter right away. Daniels now with the stretch and set. And he'll deliver outside for ball 1. Drew Stensrud warming up, so we might see him. It's been a 2-inning rotation for Hathaway's pitchers tonight. We'll see if Stensrud gets an early appearance or if he's going to have the 2-inning rotation. As a swing will bring us to strike 1 by Davis. Davis struck out his first at-bat in the first inning and then was walked his second in the third. Daniels gets the pitch from Clausen. And a swing. This one's high down the first baseline, foul for strike 2. 1-2 on the count. Runner at second and 1 out on the board. Got Trad Richardson at third, Stuart Long at at shortstop, Dayton Bay at second, and Zach Hangus is your first baseman. Clausen behind the plate, and Connor Daniels on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. That's your infield. Here's the pitch by Daniels now. And that's a strikeout as Badu will rip the phone book. 2 away now in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brings us Tucker Jones, the center fielder for the Red Sox. Daniels, and time is called by the batter. Red Sox earning runs in the first and second inning as we get a slice with a piece for strike 1 as Badu says there was contact. Hunter Omelet in the on-deck circle, 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Daniels and a swing for strike 2 by Jones. Jones, ground ball to shortstop, his first at-bat, and a single in the 3rd inning, his second. Here's Daniels now with the stretch and set. Runner's going to motion like he's going to go, and this is a line drive into left field, and Busey on it very quickly, and that will be a hit for the Red Sox to put runners on the corners with 2 outs. So now the birthday boy comes to the plate, Hunter Omelet, as Clausen steps in front and signals the field for the out with runners on the corners. Omelet settles in, and Daniels with a deep breath. Stensrud is done in the bullpen as Daniels' first pitch to Omelet is outside for a ball. Omelet, a strikeout, his first at-bat, and a line drive to the second baseman to end the 3rd inning, his second at-bat. And that one looked like it was over the plate, but Badu says ball 2. So 2-0 on the count, 2 outs and a runner at first and third. Bowman at third off the walk, and Jones loaded up. This one's going to be fouled hard down the first base line, and we have strike 1. 2-1 on the count for the Mavericks. 4, 5, 6 batters due up. in the 6th. We're going 9 tonight under the lights here in Hamilton. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball will even us up at 2 on the count. Two and 2. Daniels with the stretch and set. And delivers. This one's down the first base line, but it is foul once again. That's back-to-back foul shots by Omelet, back-to-back-to-back. And they'll send a runner out to pick it up. So Bowman at third, Jones at first. Here's the 2-2, and time is called by Omelet. Daniels now with the pitch. And a foul ball once again popped up the first base line, and Badu says, I need baseballs. So our on-deck batter, Nick Draper, will bring him out. Here's the pitch and a reach, and that's just over Long's head. Brings the runner from third home, and that'll make it 4-3 Red Sox. On the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, as Bowman will earn the run. Nick Draper with 2 outs and runners at first and second for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch by Daniels. And he'll be over the plate for strike 1. Connor Daniels, 1 inning, he's struck out and walked. He's got 1 of each and allowed 2 hits and a run. It's 4-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Mavericks here in the bottom of the 5th. Daniels will deal. And Badu says strike 2. Runners at first and second take their leads. Here's the pitch by Daniels. And a pass ball. Clausen will have it down the line, and that is the side. So 2 left behind, 1 run earned, and the Red Sox are 1 run behind. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Coming this summer, Milk Crate Media 406 will be the home to a new group of local podcasts to highlight our great state of Montana and the people within it. Starting with a local show to promote Missoula sports athletes. Next, a podcast that will take a look at world views. Then a show that will entertain you while informing you about Montana's great outdoors. And finally, a podcast that will take a look at the people and places that make Montana great. Stop by mcratemedia.com to see the full line of new podcasts.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 55 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN as we move to the top of the 6th inning, and we've got a new face on the mound for the Red Sox. As I search the number here, Bryson Fisher. So Hunter Omelet Dunn on the mound for the Red Sox as he warms up over at third base now. And we get ready for Zach Hangus to start the inning off for the Mavericks.
Leading off for the Mavs, number 20, Zach Hangus.
So Hangus to the plate. And the first pitch will be swung on for strike one. Pitch on the way, and we'll get ball one. So even count at one for Hango. Hangus 0 for 2, reached off an error, and then a fielder's choice his second at bat. As we get ball two, so 2-1 now by Fisher. And Hangus will slice for strike two. And this weekend we had a rain delay for the Mavericks game on Sunday night with Coeur d'Alene. And the boys having fun as they normally do as we get this one fouled off by Hangus for us to stay at 2-2. But we were up in the press box watching the rain, waiting for it to finish out. And as we get the pitch, and Hangus will be struck out to start the inning. Brings us to Sam Busey now for the Mavericks with one out. But back to the Hangus story. We're up in the press box. Paul Yarbrough, the voice of the Mavericks, PA announcer, gets a phone call from Coach Hathaway in the dugout as this one comes inside for a ball, and that one was right tight across the elbow. Thinking that there was news on the phone from Hathaway about the game as we get a swing for strike one. No. It was Coach Hathaway to let Paul know he needed to announce the big man race. Well, Hangus would get out and race against Brendan Gay for the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen, and Hangus would win. Here's a pitch over the plate for strike two, so 1-2. And it looks like maybe Hango is going to warm up in the bullpen as he's heading that way. And a swing, a pass ball, and a throw down the line to first, and that's 2 away now for the Mavericks. Brings up Stuart Long with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-run game here for the Mavericks. 4-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Here is the Fisher pitch, and it's inside for a ball. Long settles in, strikeout, and this one he'll take for a ride into right field, and that'll put a runner on for the Mavericks with 1 out. Brings up Brendan Hill for the Mavericks. The center fielder, and Hill has been the guard on the infield at that shortstop position, and this young man is probably the most utility type player the Mavericks has as he can be placed anywhere on the field. As the first pitch to Hill will be a ball, although I haven't seen him behind the plate as the catcher, but I'm pretty sure with his athletic ability he would have no problem. But Hill, an accomplished pitcher for the Mavericks, as another high pitch will make it ball 2. He's in center field tonight, as I mentioned, a shortstop. Has played second base in the past for the Mavericks. As we're outside, the ball's going to get away. The throw to second is there, and Stuart Long will find his way at second with 2 outs now. Pitch thrown was a ball to Hill. And Brendan, a fun one to watch athletically. Multi-sport athlete, football player for the Sentinel Spartans, as Hill will be a walk on the pitch. A little confusion there, so I stuttered, which those of you that listen on a regular basis know that's not anything new. So Andrew Clausen will come up now for the Mavericks with Bo King out of the game. Clausen batting in his spot at the number 2. Here's the pitch. And a swing does have contact for strike one to Clausen. And we're inside for an even count to the catcher. Andrew Clausen coming up from the A squad this year, and he's going to reach for a roller foul for strike two. So 1-2. Right-hander, sophomore at Sentinel. And the Mavericks really lucky this year as they've got 4 guys they can call upon at the catcher position, and that will be a swing for strike 3, and that's the side. So the Mavericks will put Stuart Long on with Hill, and they'll get left behind. We go to the bottom of the 6th in a 1-run game. Back after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN, Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network, as we've got some changes on the field for the Mavericks with Dylan Pilkerton leading off. For the Red Sox. Zach Hengus is your man on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Sliding over from first, and Hango's first pitch will be a ball. Drew Stensrud standing at first base with Hango on the mound, and that moves Dane Frazier into the second base spot with Stensrud at first, as Hango will drop in a pitch for strike one, 1-1. So the DH is gone as Frazier has entered the game at second, as Hango will slide this one inside for strike 2. For Connor Daniels, 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 1 run off of 2 hits in 26 pitches, as Hango will deliver inside for ball 2, and the crowd not into the pitch. Pilkerton 1 for 2, a double his last at bat, as we're going to get a full count at 3-2 now. Hangus coming in and being an accomplished pitcher for the Mavericks, a good addition to this staff, as Badu will, not quite sure what he was doing there. Looked like he was going towards the Maverick dugout down the third base line. Here's Hangus with the pitch. And this one's going to hop. Long gets back. It's going to be over Long's head. And that will load up a runner for the Red Sox to start the inning. So that brings up the number 7 spot at batter, Mitch Spinetta. Spinetta, the catcher for tonight's match. Hango leans in, spies the runner at first, and delivers outside for a ball. Hangus has done real well throughout the year. Friday night, though, against Vauxhall, a little roughed up. But those games are what I call callous games, as he comes back inside for ball 2, trying to catch a sliver of that inside of the plate. But the Jets out of Vauxhall, very, very good team, as we're going to get 3-0 to Hangis. But those are one of those games that you just kind of have to chalk up as experience, as we have strike 1 to get Hangis into the count. 3-1 on the count now for Spinetta. He is 0 for 2 as this one's popped foul, and we get a full count at 3-2. Mavericks will be home on Sunday, 2 o'clock first pitch against the Kalispell Lakers. Conference game. Mavericks would start their conference season last Saturday night against the Bucks, and that will walk the batter. So runners at first and second to start Hangis off here in the 6th. Brings up Bryson Fisher for the Red Sox. No outs, runners at first and second, 1-run game, 4-3 Mavericks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Bottom of the 6th in a 9-inning game. Here's Hangis with the pitch, showing bunt, pulled it back just in time, and we'll get ball 1. And Fisher, it is actually Fisher who is batting in Lewis's spot. So Lewis is done. Fisher will pop one foul up over our heads, and we'll be even at 1 on the count. Clausen steps in front of the plate to signal the field. No outs and runners at first and second. Hangis leans in, and Clausen relays the pitch. Hangis with the stretch and set. And Long's going to come in, showing bunt, and this is down the first base line as we get strike 2. So 1-2. Long, the shortstop, coming way in on the bunt, as Grenwell, the manager for the Red Sox, with a little coaching for the pitcher. And the throw to second, and getting back just ahead of the throw, Frazier out there at second. Keeps us at 1-2. Hangis now with the pitch, and we get one in the dirt for ball 2. So 2-2. Clausen's going to go out and check in. We'll have these Red Sox on Wednesday night. .6:30 first pitch from Lindbergh Craig Field. And then back on the 9th against the Miners for a home game. And there is the strikeout for out number 1. So runners at first and second. Hango will deal the strikeout, and we go to Bowman. So Bowman comes to the plate with runners at first and second and 1 out on the board. Here's the pitch by Hangis, and it's over the plate for strike 1. Spinata at first as time is called. Pilkerton at second. Pilkerton reaching off the single. And Spinata getting walked. Here's the pitch. And a reach is going to go over the first baseman's head. They're going to go ahead and bring the runner around from second. On his way as the throw is made. Clausen with the tag, and he's out. Red Sox taking a gamble, and now the pickoff back, and it's out at first. Clausen turns the double play, and we go to the top of the seventh, 4-3 Mavericks. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the 7th inning, and what a finish to the bottom of the 6th as the Red Sox would make a gamble on a line drive into right field, bringing the runner around from second on his way home, and Johnson in right field with a great throw. Clausen gets the tag at the home plate, and then the runner at first, Bowman, reaching off the line drive, commits to go to second, and Clausen throws it down the line, and Stensrud gets the tag on the bag, and the double play is turned. What a turn of events. So we come to the top of the 7th, and it's Drew Stensrud to lead the inning off for the Mavericks. Bryson Fisher will pitch a ball from the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound to start the inning. So bottom of the order here in the 7th. And a low pitch will bring it to ball 2, 2-0 on the count. And it looks like we've got action in the bullpen for the Red Sox down the first base line, and Brendan Hill is up pitching for the Mavericks as this one is tight inside for ball 3. Fisher with the pitch, and we get a walk to start the inning for the Mavericks. So Drew Stensrud starts his play. With a strikeout. It swings us to the top of the order for the Mavericks to Bridger Johnson. And showing bunt. Pitch will be over the plate for strike 1. Fisher looks to first. Here's the pitch, showing bunt. Johnson pulls it back, and we'll have ball 1. So even on the count at 1 for Johnson. Reached off an error his first at-bat, singled in the 3rd inning to start the 3rd inning, and was walked in the 5th, his last at-bat. Here's Fisher now with the stretch and set. Bunt showing and reaching for it. We'll have strike 2 for Johnson. Johnson, a junior at Sentinel, 5'11", 172-pound, 16-year-old for the Mavericks. Plays in center field. As we have the throw to first, it'll get away, but it's just going to roll lazily from the first baseman, Bowman. Here's the pitch. And we get ball 2. 2-2 on the count to Johnson. Dane Frazier in the on-deck circle. Johnson showing bunt. And he will be struck out on the foul tip on the bunt. That's one away for the Mavericks. Takes us to, oh, I got the wrong side of the sheet turned over here. So with Bridger Johnson struck out, we go to Dane Frazier with 1 out and 1 on. Fisher spies the runner at first, and now the pitch. And we get ball 1 to Frazier. Daners 1 for 3, a ground ball to the second baseman, his first and third at bats. Singled his second, that brought in a run, as this one's going to be over the plate for strike 1. So 1-1 now on the count to Dane Frazier. Stensrud at first. And it looks like we'll have another change on the field as this one swung on by Frazier for strike 1. And they're going to say that last one was ball 2. So 2-1 on the count. I was off. And I believe we're going to have a change here as Trad Richardson has the catcher's gear on in the on-deck circle. So Clausen might be done and Trad might be making his way behind the plate. Here's the 2-1 by Fisher. And that one's going to be popped right at me as I flinched, and we get 2-2. That one came off the bat and came into the netting. I don't know if you saw that on the camera, but I had to jump on that one. Top of the 7th inning. Mavericks lead 4-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch. And in the dirt, Stensrud is going to make the run, and Spinata is not able to make the throw. We have a full count with a runner at second now for the Mavericks and 1 out. Stensrud at second. Fisher with the stretch and set in the payoff pitch. And Frazier is walked. Bringing up Trad Richardson.
Up next, number 13, Trad Richardson.
And with Hill warming up in the bullpen, I believe they'll put Richardson behind the plate and King in center field for Hill, as Spinata's got to chase this one down for ball 1. And with Richardson done at third, the question is, who will come in and play third base? Could be Caden Heydrich or Jake Lintner. Lintner getting the pass, as Richardson will shoot this one into the bullpen down the third base line for strike 1. And if Janine is listening in, hope everything is okay. In Salt Lake as she's home. This ball is going to get away, allowing the runners to advance to second and third. And we get ball 2. But if Janine is watching, I hope everything is okay in Salt Lake after the surgery. I saw your post on Facebook with some thoughts on the hardware and what you're going to do with it. But Jake Lentner going and seeing the doctor this week, and he is going to be able to finish out his season. As Richardson's going to take this one hard into center field. It is back off the fence. No, it's gone. Home run for Trad Richardson. And that's the first homer of the year for Richardson. He'll bring in 2 runs with it. And the Mavericks will make it 7-3 off the shot into center field, into the gap. A one-out homer for the Mavericks.
Number 20, Zach Angus.
And Zach Angus, what a way for him to come to the plate. As we have the pitch, and it's high for ball one to Hango. One out on the board. The base is cleared off the home run shot by Richardson, and we'll have an even count at 1 to Hangus. And a wild pitch will bring up ball 2. So 1 and 2 on the count. And a foul shot will bring us even on the count at 2. So 2 and 2. Here's the pitch by Fisher. And that will tag Hangus. No, they're going to say it came off the bat. And we'll have a full count at 3 and 2. Are they going to call that a foul tip? Okay. So we stay at 2 and 2. And a swing to strike out Hangus for out number 2. So 2 down. And Sam Busey at the plate now for the Mavericks. And he'll tip this one foul for strike 1. Hill done in the bullpen for the Mavericks. Here's the pitch by Fisher, and Busey will roll this one to the third baseman. He'll check it in the glove. The throw to first is just ahead of the Buse, and that's the side. So 3 runs earned to make it 7-3 off the home run. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we come to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Mavericks lead 7-3 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And a change on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Brendan Hill for the Mavericks in. So changes on the field. Hangus at first. Stensrud first. We're going to get to Cam Ruthie as Hill will deliver strike 1 to Ruthie, who is 1 for 3, reached off a fielder's choice. Hill on the mound as we get a high pitch for ball 1-1 on the count. But Hill on the mound, that puts Johnson in center field. Frazier moves to right field as we get ball 2. Hangus is at first. Thomas Martin at second. Stensrud is at third. Trad Richardson behind the plate. So those are your adjustments as we deliver a high pitch for ball 3. So 3-1 on the count. And a strike by Hill to make it a full count at 3-2 to the shortstop. Here's the pitch by Hill, and it's a walk to start things off for the Red Sox. Brings us to the number 2 spot batter, Tyler Davis. 1 on, no outs. Hill checks the runner at first. And the pitch. And that will find the plate for strike 1. Hill working his way back up into that top spots in the rotation as we have the throw to first, but just behind as Ruthie will dive back in. So Stensford at third, Long at the short. Let's try that again. Long at shortstop as this one's going to be rolled out, picked up by Long, and he's not going to be able to get it. The runner will get on off the air. So now runners at first and second for the Red Sox as we come to Tucker Jones with no outs. Long coming up at the shortstop, trying to gather that one up and just could not have control. Here's the pitch by Hill, and it's low inside for outside for ball 1. Mavericks with 3 runs in the 7th off of the Trad Richardson home run. As this one comes inside for ball 2 when we get some comments from the Mavericks side of the stands. Here's the pitch. Time is called by the batter. Runner, or they're going to throw to second, but Ruthie getting back in time. Hill with the stretch and set. And a foul ball into the Maverick dugout down the third base line to get strike 1. So 2-1 on the count. For Jones, he's 2 for 3. Ground ball to the shortstop, his first at bat to be the second out of the first inning. A single in the 3rd and a single in the 5th. Here's the pitch. And Richardson looked like he was going to rocket it, and Hill wants him to come out as we've got action in the Red Sox bullpen now. 3-1 on the count. To the center fielder. Hill with the stretch and set. And a smack punch straight up in the air. Center fielder's going to come in, and Johnson will glove it up for out number 1. Brings us to the birthday boy, Hunter Omlin. With 1 out, runners on first and second. What a night for Omlin. Last night as a Red Sox. He's not going to get a chance to play the summer out with his boys, as he's going to be going away for Boise State baseball. This one's hit high over the shortstop's head. It's deep into right field. They'll bring around the runner from second. They will bring the runner around from first as the throw is made, and that will be a stand-up double with 2 runs for the Red Sox. And it's now a 2-run game, 7-5 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Takes us to Nick Draper. Here's the pitch by Hill, and this one's going to be punched up into shallow left field, and it's gloved up by Long for out number 2. Dylan Pilkerton now for the Red Sox. 2 outs, and Hunter Omelet at second. Hill with the stretch and set. And an outside pitch for ball 1. For Pilkerton, he is 2 for 3. Double his second at bat in the 4th and a single in the 6th. Otherwise, a ground ball to Dylan Chalmers in the 2nd. And Hill will find the plate to make it an even count at 1. The stretch and set. Time is called by Pilkerton. Spinata in the on-deck circle with 2 outs. Omelet at second. Here's Hill with the 1-1. And a bouncer picked up by Stensrud. The throw to first, and that is the side. 2 runs earned while 1's left behind. And we go to the top of the 8th in a 2-run game. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we come to the top of the 8th inning in a 9-inning game. The Missoula Mavericks leading the Bitter Red Sox 7-5 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and a new face on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound as Tyson Rosted will come in and pitch for the Red Sox. So for Bryson Fisher, 2 innings, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 runs off of 2 hits, and 47 total pitches. For Rosted, he will face Stuart Long.
Leading off number 2, Stuart Long.
So Long will settle in. Long 1 for 3, struck out his first at bat in the 2nd, singled in the 4th, and a fly ball in the 6th as he fouls this one off for strike 1. A busy inning in the 7th as the Mavericks would earn 3. The Red Sox would swing back and earn 2 of their own as we get an even count at 1 for Long. Here's the pitch for Roasted, and he'll find the plate for strike 2. So 6, 7, 8 batters, Long, Hill, and, well, we'll see who comes in for Clausen, as this one's behind Long for ball 2. I believe Thomas Martin is going to take the number 8 spot. I'm going to put that in there right now. As Long punches this one foul to stay at 2-2. So at a 2-2 count and no outs, here's the pitch, and Long will be struck out. Brings up Brendan Hill. With 1 out. Here's the pitch. And a good job by the second baseman, but he cannot make the throw, or the shortstop, I should say. And the runner will reach for the Mavericks. Hill at first. Brings up Thomas Martin. So Martin to settle in. With Hill at first and 1 out. Rosted with the pitch, and Martin. Wow, he almost went to the ground on that swing for strike 1. Throw to first as Hill dives in. Mavericks with a doubleheader on Sunday. Conference game between the Kalispell Lakers and the Mavericks at Lindbergh Craig Field. First pitch is at 2 o'clock, folks. As outside pitch will bring in ball 1, 1-1 on the count. Conference play started for the Mavericks last Saturday against the Bozeman Bucks with a very emotional win, as Martin's going to foul this one off for strike 2. An 8-inning game that the Mavericks won in a walk-off fashion, and we had a packed house at Lindbergh Craig Field. I haven't seen the house that packed in a while. As the throw to first to Hill, and it's going to go deep into the bullpen. And they'll hold him at second. And Badu says, you've got to go back to first. One and 2 on the count, and I'm not sure why they would send Hill back off the throwing error, or the catching error, I should say. Here's the pitch, and Martin struck out on the swing. Hill's going to go to second as the ball is overthrown. And that's 2 away here in the 8th inning. Takes us to Drew Stensrud as Martin is struck out. Hill stealing second. And Stensrud will pop one foul for strike 1. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Hill at second and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And it's across the shins of Stensrud for ball 1. 1-1 on the count for Stensrud. Stensrud walked his first at-bat in the 7th inning as he would come in, and the batting order for Dayton Bay in the number 9 spot, so we're in the bottom of the order. Here's the stretch and set. And a roller. The second baseman can't get to it. That's going to bring Hill around third. Throw is made, and Brendan Hill will come home for the Mavericks to make it 8-4 or 8-5 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Swings us to the top of the order to Bridger Johnson with 1 out and Stensrud at first. Top of the 8th inning. We're going to play 9 tonight. Under the lights. Pitch on the way. And Johnson's going to punch this one up over second base. Shortstop's there. It's in the glove, and that's the side. So 1 run earned, 1 left behind, and the Mavericks now lead 8-5 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Bottom of the 8th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we come to the bottom of the 8th inning in a 3-run game. Missoula Mavericks leading the Bitterroot Red Sox 8-5 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Brendan Hill on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for his 2nd inning of duty. And leading it off will be the catcher, Mitch Spinetta. Spinetta settles in. No changes on the field defensively for the Mavericks. And that's right to Hill. The throw to first. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the 8th.
Next to the Red Sox, number 3, Tyson Rostad.
Takes us to the number 8 spot batter. The new pitcher on the mound, Tyson Rostad. And we will have ball 1 to Rostad. Here's Hill with the delivery and back upstairs for ball 2. So 2-0 to Rostad. Bottom of the order in the on-deck circle. And over the plate to get Hill into the count at 2-1. Pitch on the way. Upstairs, and we get ball 3. Turned out to be a gorgeous night here in Hamilton. We had a little bit of the smoke in the area from the Canadian fires, and then a shower about 20 minutes before the game started, and we get a walk to put Rostad on with 1 out. Takes us to Bryden Bowman.
28, Bryden Bowman.
With no outs in her. Well, we should have 1 out. The board out in the field not reflecting that, but that's what we've got is 1 out, 1 on as Bowman settles in. But the rain pushed off all of that smoke, and it's cloudy, but just a gorgeous evening. Slight bit of a breeze as Hill will deliver over the plate for strike 1. 0-1 on the count. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch by Hill. And Richardson doing a good job of keeping it in front of him for ball 1. 1-1 on the count. Kind of a cool little field hidden back in here in Hamilton across the railroad tracks from the Safeway in Hamilton. Tucked in next to Bitterroot Brewery. And we get ball 2 now from Hill. Darren Badu, our plate umpire. Nick Yonke in the field. And Hill will have it outside for ball 3. 3-1 on the count to Bowman. Bowman is 1 for 3. He would actually reach his last at bat, but with some drama at home plate, he would jump out and the double play would be turned as Bowman is walked. For the second time tonight. So that's back-to-back walks for Hill. As Richardson will check in, and now a signal to the field for Richardson. Brings the top of the order, Cam Rothy.
One Cam Rothy.
One out, runners at first and second for the Red Sox. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch by Hill. And it'll be outside for ball 1. Hill walking the last 2 batters to put runners on for the Sox. The 1-0 by Hill. And this will roll out. Stensrud can't get to it. They're going to hold the runner up. And with 1 out, it's loaded bases for the Red Sox. As Tyler Davis comes to the plate for the Red Sox. And the Sox were in this position a couple of innings ago. And they would gamble to bring the runner from second around the corner, and that is the same inning that Bowman would be thrown out at first. As Johnson was in right field at the time, made the throw home, and well, this time Grenfell is going to hold the runner and we'll have loaded bases with 1 out. Takes us to Tyler Davis, and Hill will have this one hit out into center field. The tag and pickup by Johnson. Runners will round the corner, and we've got a 1-run game as the single by Davis will bring in 2 runs to make it 8-7 Mavericks here in the bottom of the 8th. So that leaves runners on the corners with 1 out for the Mavericks as Richardson will step in front of the plate to signal the field with Tucker Jones coming up. He's 2 for 4. Singled his second and third. That would at bats. That'd be back in the 3rd and in the 5th. Otherwise, ground ball to short and a pop out to center field. Here's the pitch. And it's low for ball 1. Go, 8-7 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch by Hill. And that one will find the plate for strike 1. So 1-1 on the count to Jones. 1-run game with the tying run at 3rd for the Red Sox. 1 out. Here's the pitch by Hill. And it's inside for ball 2. 2-1 on the count. Here's the stretch and set by Hill. And a shot into left field. That'll score the runner from 3rd as it bounces off the wall. This will reload and we'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd. And it's tied at 8 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. A stand-up double for Jones. And Hathaway will stroll out to the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and it looks like Stuart Long will be making his way into play here. So a change on the mound will send us to a break. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the 8th inning where the Red Sox have tied the game at 8, and Stuart Long will slide in from the shortstop position, putting Brendan Hill at short. So for Hill, it's 1 1/3 innings, no strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 runs off of 4 hits and 53 pitches. And the Red Sox fans are on their feet as they have 1 out and runners at 2nd and 3rd. So Stuart Long looking to shut things down here in the 8th inning, tied at 8. Long with his first pitch, and it will be to Hunter Omlid, and Omlid will foul it off for strike 1. Here's the pitch by Long. Upstairs, and we go even on the count. For Hunter Omlid, he is 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Final game as a Red Sox, and what a way to go out. Here's the 1-1 by Long. And Long will slide it on the inside of the plate for strike 1. Tyler Davis at 3rd. Tucker Jones at 2nd. 1 out. Here's the 1-2, and we get ball 2. And that puts Nick Draper in the on-deck circle for the Red Sox. And time is called by Draper. Or actually Omlid, I apologize. Draper's in the on-deck circle. So here's the 2-2. And a reach for a foul ball. Keeps us at 2-2. Stuart Long has been an accomplished pitcher for the Mavericks coming in, and he hasn't played or started a game, but he's come in and helped close out games. As this one's fouled high down the first baseline. Hangus is going to try to get there, and Hangus cannot find it in the lights. And we stay at 2-2. Overran it down the first baseline. So Omlid will continue to battle. So Long gets the pitch from Richardson. Now the stretch and set. And a reach. This is going to bounce out. Picked up. And Hill, the tag at 3rd. No! Stensrud does not hold on to the ball, and the runner will reach first. Hill with a good play at short, and Stensrud did not get the ball back in And we go to loaded bases with one out. So Nick Draper comes up with loaded bases and one out for the Red Sox, and this is a situation the Mavericks were in a few moments ago. And a foul ball will come right at us for strike one. If Draper breaks one open here, this place will go wild. Long now with the stretch and set. And a high pitch will bring in ball one, so we're even on the count. Red Sox fans fired up. Here's the 1-1 by Long. Showing bunt, foul down the third base line for strike two. So 1-2 on the count, loaded bases, one out. Bottom of the eighth, Red Sox earned 3 runs in the inning to tie it up at 8 apiece on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch by Long. Reach for it. This is popped over the second baseman's head. The runner will score, and Grenwell will hold the runner at third, and it's now a Red Sox lead on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, 9-8 with one out. And we come to Dylan Pilkerton with one out, and the Red Sox about ready to bat around on their order. Spinata, the young man that started the inning, in the on-deck circle as we get ball one from Long. Loaded bases with one out for the Red Sox. Long with the stretch and set. And this one's dinged into right field. Frazier's back there. It's popped short as he lost it. That will bring home Jones, and the bases stay loaded. Frazier not able to find it in the lights, and it landed about 10 feet in front of him. And we've got a bat on the field. Badu wants it cleaned up, and the young man that started the inning is at the plate with one out and loaded bases. 5 runs earned here in the bottom of the eighth. Here's the pitch, and it's over the plate by Long for strike one. A big eighth inning here for the Red Sox. Outside by Long to even the count out at 1. Rostad in the on-deck circle. Long taking a moment, now the stretch and set. Bunt showing, foul down the first base line for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count. Red Sox, loaded bases. Here's the 1-2 by Long. And we'll have ball 2. Spinata. Pitch, and we get ball 3-2. So with a loaded count and 1 out, loaded bases, nowhere to put the catcher on a walk. Long with the stretch and set, and the throw to third. Long with a deep breath. Loaded bases. Here's the pitch by Long. And it's going to tag Spinata right in the cheek. That'll bring the runner home off the hit by pitch. Bases stay loaded. And it's now 11-8 Red Sox. And here comes Hathaway out to check in with Long as that one came right across the cheeks. And we'll have a switch. Drew Stensrud will now come in to the pitcher's mound for the Mavericks. We'll have some defensive changes. It's 11-8 Red Sox. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN with Stensrud on the mound. We have some changes. It's Rosted at the plate now with Stensrud delivering over the plate for strike 1. So Dane Frazier is at third, Stuart Long at shortstop. Johnson is back in right field and Hill is in center. Here's the pitch by Stensrud, and this one's going to be golfed out into center field. Hill will put it in the glove. The runner will tag. The throw is made home. Richardson is there, and the tag is there. That's a punch out, and the double play is turned to end the side. 2 left behind by the Red Sox, but they earn 6 to take a 11-8 lead. Mavericks up for the 9th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN as we come to the final frame tonight here in Hamilton at Vester Wilson Park. The Bitter Red Sox taking the lead in the bottom of the 8th, 11-8 off of 6 runs. So the Mavericks with some work to do here in the top of the 9th. For the Mavericks, leading off is Dane Frazier. So it's the 2, 3, 4 batters for the Mavericks to try to swing back in and force the bottom of the 9th. Rostad with his first pitch. And he'll drop that one in front of the plate for ball 1. 1 for 4 is Frazier. A single in the 3rd. Walked in the 7th. Otherwise, a ground ball to the second baseman is 1st and 3rd. And Frazier takes this one for a ride. That's a single shot home run for Dane Frazier to start the 9th inning. And it's a 2-run game, 11-9. So the Mavericks pumping 2 over the fence tonight. 1 by Dane Frazier and 1 by the young man at the plate right now, Drew Stensrud. Or Trad Richardson, I apologize. So Richardson now. He'll take a swing for strike 1. 335 is the wall in center field, and Frazier cleared the wall by about 6 feet. Here's a check swing, but the ball placed over the plate for strike 2. So Spinata and Rostad with a quick counsel on the mound, as the pitch will be outside for ball 1. 1-2 on the count, no outs. Here's the pitch by Rostad. And Richardson will be struck out swinging for the first out of the 9th. 1 away. Takes us to Zach Hangus with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the pitch by Rostad. And he'll place one in for ball 1. Rostad has pitched a good game since he's come in. This one will find the plate to even us out at 1. Taken over for Bryson Fisher in the 6th. Here's the pitch. And Badu says strike for strike 2. Sam Busey in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. 1 out and nobody on. Here's the pitch. And we'll get ball 2 to even us out. 2-2. Rostad with a deep breath and a delivery over the plate. He'll strike out the second batter in a row after giving up a home run. So that's 2 away here in the top of the 9th. Red Sox 1 out away from taking a game away from the Mavericks. Busey will step up and Rostad will deal. Outside for a ball. Stuart Long in the on-deck circle. Busey 0 for 4. Be a good time for him to step up as he ducks out of the way for ball 2. 2-0. Here's the pitch. And we'll get ball 3. So Rostet striking out 2 in a row after giving up the home run. And now is behind 3-0. And that will be strike 1 as Busey thought about tossing the bat, thinking he was getting the walk. So now 3-1 to Rostet. Here's the pitch. And that will walk Busey. So Busey will be on for the first time tonight off of the walk as Stuart Long comes to the plate. Bowman will come in and check in with Rosted as he would throw 4 balls out of 5 pitches. So Long settles in. 1 for 4, singled in the 4th, his second at bat. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for ball 1. Here's the pitch. And Long will foul this one down the third base line to make it an even count at 1. (11-9) Red Sox on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, top of the 9th inning. Tyson Rosted on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound looking to close out the game. And he'll put one over the plate for strike 2. Red Sox fans heating up. Brendan Hill in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Mavericks back into conference play on Sunday. Here's the pitch. And Long will find the hole. That will put runners at first and second. They're not able to get to it. That'll bring Busey around as Long slides into second, and the Mavericks will have runners at second and third for Brendan Hill. Two outs on the board, and that will bring Grenfell out of the bullpen, out of the dugout for a conference with his pitcher. And it's getting to be that time of year, folks, as we're going to be heading out, doing our little vacations, road trips, day trips, heading to the lake, maybe going out fishing. Well, you should stop and see our friends at Fast Trip Conoco before you go anywhere, as they are the one-stop convenience store. Need to make your car look good? Well, they've got Magic Touch Car Wash right in the parking lot. They've got a great special going on right now with the Gas and Go special. Fast Trip Conoco on South Reserve across from Larchmont Golf Course, a proud sponsor of high school sports. Here's Rosted to Hill, and Hill will foul this one right at me for strike 1. Hill could open things up here with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Here's the 0-1. And Hill will bounce this one to the first baseman. First baseman can't handle it. They won't be able to handle it at second. Here's the throw home for the tying run, and Long will be tagged for the out. And the Red Sox will get the win 11-10 over the Missoula Mavericks. So the Mavericks will fall 11-10 to the Red Sox in 9 innings. We'll be back on Sunday for a doubleheader between the Kalispell Lakers and the Missoula Mavericks. Folks, first pitch is at 2 o'clock, not 1. 2 o'clock first pitch Sunday for the doubleheader. Well, it's been a beautiful night here at Vester Wilson Field. We'll talk to you on Sunday. Have a great Saturday.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.